Hi, and welcome back to another video for Your Soul Evolution. In today's video, I want to share with you how the law of attraction and Ho'oponopono fit together, and how when you use those together and you understand the connection, you can truly live your best life and have an easier, more pleasant life experience, more towards the life experience that you truly want to have. I believe that this life can be easy. I don't believe that we have to have all of these struggles. I don't believe that we have to have difficult and challenging times in order to grow spiritually. Because if you believe that you're creating your own reality, which most of you probably do who are watching this channel, then you have to agree that you're creating those struggles. You are creating those challenges. There is no one outside of you that is sending those challenges your way except yourself. Now, on some subconscious level, you may be attracting a difficult situation because there's something that you need to learn. But ultimately, you are creating those struggles. And when you fully understand that, there are certain things that you can do to avoid a lot of those difficult situations. You don't have to be directly involved in a difficult situation to understand it. Some say, well, you don't understand because you've never been there. I don't know about you, but I have an imagination, and I can't imagine what it might be like to go through something that someone else is going through. I don't need or want to experience that for myself directly in order to understand it. I have empathy, I have intuition, I have all of these things that help me fully grasp certain situations. First of all, as you know, the law of attraction is one of the 7 laws of the universe. The law of attraction is always working. You cannot turn it off. The good, the bad, all of it, we are attracting into our lives. Some people think the law of attraction is just to bring good things into your life. It's also bringing those other things into your life. You can't pick and choose how you want to use it, because whether you believe in the law of attraction, whether you even know that the law of attraction exists, it is always working. It is always at play. You are always, without any doubt, getting exactly what you are asking for, whether that be consciously or subconsciously. You are always getting what you are asking for and what you are putting out into the universe. No exceptions. Whenever we have low vibrational feelings and emotions, we are asking the universe for more of those low vibrational feelings and emotions. This is why when we have things come up that make us feel that are hurtful things, that are traumatic things, that are angry things, that are bitter things, that are jealous things, anything on that low vibrational spectrum, we have to immediately say the Ho'oponopono. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And just keep repeating that until those feelings start to dissipate, until you start to feel a little lighter, a little more free. Just keep saying it. It's kind of like if you're someone with asthma and you have to use an inhaler. Your inhaler is the Ho'oponopono as far as low vibrational feelings. You keep using it until those start to subside, until you can get to something that's going to put you in a more higher vibration. If you are feeling low, you're feeling down, say your Ho'oponopono and find something else to do, something small. It doesn't have to be anything big that you enjoy doing, and that is going to bring the higher vibration back into your frequency. It could be something as simple as going and grabbing a book that you love, or turning on a movie that always makes you laugh, or going outside and playing with your kids, whatever it is, just something that's going to raise that vibration. And once you do that, then something else will come along to raise your vibration, something else that you enjoy doing. and then something else and something else, because that's how it works. You're going to attract other things that are in the frequency of high vibration. When you're in a low vibration, you're going to continue to attract other bad situations, negative situations that are in that low vibration. You cannot expect to manifest things from a low vibration. I try to explain this to people because sometimes we all have big hopes and big dreams of things that we want to manifest. But if your vibration is down in the gutter, it's in the toilet, you cannot expect to manifest anything from there. You just can't, because it's the law. You can't do it. You can only attract that which you are a vibrational match to. Vibration in the toilet is going to attract other situations to keep your vibration in the toilet. This is so important for people to know, because I see so many people that are saying they're depressed, they're miserable with their life, and they're trying to manifest a brand new car or a brand new job. You have to fix your vibration first. You have to. That's the only way. And you can do that simply by finding one tiny little thing that brings you joy. Whatever that may be, it's different for each person. And once you find that tiny little thing that brings you joy, then you're going to flow to something else that brings you joy. And then you're going to flow to something else. And that's how you keep going up and up with your vibration. But if you continue to just focus on your depression, your anxiety, your illnesses, your sicknesses, that's going to keep you there. But using the Ho'oponopono will heal this. Keep repeating that Ho'oponopono to bring you out of that. Because that is kind of, I like to think of it as nipping the bud right there. You know, if I'm out somewhere doing something, I'm driving and some car cuts me off, you know, I can easily be like, you know, things I won't even say, and I can react rather than respond, and I can let that ruin the next hour of my life. But I am trying to train myself to immediately say, I'm sorry, I love you, please forgive me, thank you, because somehow I attracted that into my vibration. And when you immediately say the Ho'oponopono, you are like stopping it right there. It's not going to go any further, because we don't know when the law of attraction is going to bring something back around to us. We don't know exactly when it's going to respond back. We just know that it will. But if you have already forgiven yourself for attracting that situation, you've taken responsibility for it, you've kind of cleared the air, you've cleared your thoughts, then it's not going to go any further as it could if you just continue to be angry that that person cut you off, and then you take it out on your children, or you take it out on your husband, or, you know, so many other people are affected. You have to just stop it right there. And I want to share with you an example of how fast the law of attraction can work, and not in a positive way. This past week, we were at the Grand Canyon. Okay, I have a 6-year-old. And if you've ever been to the Grand Canyon, you will fully understand this, is you walk down a trail that goes all the way down to the bottom of the Grand Canyon, but the trail is very narrow. And as you're going down, people are coming up. So there's a very narrow space. And my 6-year-old is absolutely fearless. He thinks he is invincible. He does not have a care in the world. So as we're going down this trail, he's wanting to jump, skip, you know, just barely hang off the edge of a cliff. He does not understand that one wrong move could change my life, his life, all of us forever. So I started freaking out, and I was using the Ho'oponopono to try and calm myself down. I was repeating it in my head as he would continually get closer to the edge and closer to the edge, and Daddy's trying to hang on to him, but he's still just being 6, being carefree and fearless. And as I was repeating it in my head, my emotion was overtaking all of that. Our emotions are so powerful and it can kind of override other things. I said, you need to hold my hand down this trail. And he didn't want to do that because he wanted to be free. He didn't want to feel like he was on a leash. And I understand that. But I said, you have to hold mommy's hand at least until I start to feel better, until I calm down, until I get comfortable with this situation. So he did hold my hand for a little bit to kind of appease me. But after a while, he was trying to get away. And so I just kind of let him go. Well, in my head, I was still thinking, he's got to hold my hand. He's got to hold my hand. He's got to hold my hand, because I was terrified. And those emotions just kept getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Well, within a few minutes, he fell and he hurt himself very bad on a rock. I could hear the noise of his shin hitting that rock, and it skinned it up and it was bleeding. And, you know, he was very upset. It was so bad that we decided to turn around and go back up the trail and get off the canyon trail. So wouldn't you know that I had to hold his hand the entire way back up because he was in such misery. You know, he could hardly walk by himself, and my husband had to hold his other hand. So not only did I get him holding my hand, I had him holding my husband's hand. And yes, I felt a lot safer, but it was at his expense. And I took responsibility for that because he's only 6 years old, and I feel like the emotion that I am putting towards him is a major factor. Yes, he's creating his own reality, but as his mother, when he's so small, I am also co-creating for him. So I got what I wanted. I got him holding my hand. I felt safer, but the poor little guy was miserable. So that's how fast the law of attraction can work when you have just an outpouring of emotion. But also something to think about that my mom reminded me of is that everything happens for a reason. And maybe he hurt his shin so that we would be holding his hand so he didn't make a mistake that would be detrimental. We don't know, but I just know that I was being very insistent about the hand holding, and I got it. Just not the way that I had wanted for him. That's how the law of attraction works. And as Dr. Joe Dispenza says, you have a focused intention with an elevated emotion, and that's when you can manifest in the most powerful way. That's the way you do it. That's it. Whenever you're trying to manifest something, think in your head, do I have a focused intention with an elevated emotion? And if you do, you're well on your way. As long as you keep your vibration where it needs to be and you are in the vibration of that thing. You can only attract that which you're a vibrational match to. And if you're not, you can get there. It's just a matter of raising your vibration. Remember that responding versus reaction is very important, because when you respond, that is coming from a more high vibrational place. When you react, when you jump to conclusions, when you just bite someone's head off, that is coming from a very low vibrational place. So whenever possible, I know that as human beings, it's not always possible and we all have our slip-ups, but try your best to respond when you can. Take a deep breath. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And then decide how you want to respond to that situation, that person, whatever it is. Try to avoid those low vibrational reactions. When you use the Ho'oponopono, you are clearing yourself of negative emotions. So this is how you will be able to use the law of attraction in the most efficient way. As negative emotions come up, lower emotions, you immediately use the Ho'oponopono. And someone asked, is there a limit on how many things you can be using it on? Absolutely not. You need to use it all day, every day for anything. Use it for anything that comes up. And it doesn't even have to be something negative. If you just have a few minutes to yourself of peace where you're outside, just say the Ho'oponopono. That's just going to connect you deeper to that energy. I just wanted you to understand that as you continue to use the Ho'oponopono, I'm sorry, I love you, please forgive me, thank you, the more negative feelings that you're going to push out of your frequency. You're going to let go of all the anger, the bitterness, the childhood traumas, all of that stuff, and you're going to be able to manifest from a higher vibrational frequency. And that's what you have to have. You cannot manifest something from a low vibrational place. It cannot be done, because you can only attract other low vibrational situations and people. There is nothing that you cannot use the Ho'oponopono for. Anytime a negative thought comes up, anytime a lower emotion comes up, say the Ho'oponopono in your head, out loud, whatever you can do. And also you can ask yourself, how did I create this and why? How did I create this emotion? How did I create this depression? How did I create this anxiety? How did I create this illness that I have? Ask yourself, how did I create this and why? And listen to what comes up, because you will get an answer. You may not get it right away, but if you continue to ask yourself that, you will get an answer, and you have to trust it. And then you can work through that and start and repeat the Ho'oponopono around that answer. So hypothetically, let's just say that something happens to you today that causes low vibrational emotions within you. This is something brand new. This is not something from 20 years ago. This is something that happened today. Immediately start using the Ho'oponopono. So that way it doesn't drag on for years. And some things you don't even realize how deep they affect you. You may think, oh, I don't need to do the Ho'oponopono because, yeah, I got my feelings really hurt and I got down for a little bit, but then I got myself back up. That's wonderful, but you still need to do the Ho'oponopono because you sometimes don't know how deep that goes, and you do not want to carry that with you. Nip it in the butt now, and that way you can be free of whatever negative effects that would have on you in the future. That's what I want to get out there. We can't change things from our past. We can heal those things. We cannot change them. But the things that happen from right now forward, we can immediately use the Ho'oponopono to keep those negative feelings at bay and to keep them from settling in and getting comfy inside our hearts, our minds, our spirit. We can keep ourselves free of things going forward as we continue to resolve and heal those things from our past. And that is what I wish for you. That's what I wish for myself. That's what I work on every day. So I hope this video helps you. If you're new to my channel, please check the description box. I have a guided meditation that will help to raise your vibration. And until then, I will see you on the next video.